Okay, please note down this formula for the sake of numericals. The first formula is F is equal to ILB sin theta. This formula will be using when current and length is given and the direction of this force is given by Fleming left hand rule. If charge is moving or electron is moving in magnetic field, then formula will change. F is equal to Q VB sin theta we will write, because velocity is in terms of velocity we will take, and this one will take in terms of current. Second formula is the formula between the two parallel wires, and I showed the formula between the two parallel wires comes like this. Torque formula, torque acting on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, torque is equal to B naught cos alpha, where alpha is the angle between the plane of the coil and magnetic field, or torque is equal to BINA, BINA, if the angle alpha is 0 degree, because cos 0 degree is 1. And PM is magnetic dipole moment. PM means magnetic moment or magnetic dipole moment. The formula is INA, where I is current, N is the number of turns, and A is the area of the coil. And the unit of PM is ampere meter square. Torque unit will be Newton meter, remember it, because torque means force into distance, Newton meter. And unit of force will be Newton. So these are the formulae in this chapter. So now we will be doing the problems. Okay, you can take the first problem on this topic is over here. Question says, what force acts on a 25 centimeter long wire? What force acts on a 25 centimeter long wire carrying a current of 4 ampere, if placed perpendicular to a uniform field, of 0.01 Tesla T. Okay. You have to find the value of force, remember, on a wire carrying current. Let us take all the information. Length of the wire given 25 centimeter, that means 0.25 meter. Carrying a current of 4 ampere, so that I value 4 ampere. Magnetic field is given 0.01, B is equal to 0.01 ampere, and the conductor is placed, the straight conductor is placed perpendicular to the field. That means theta value is 90 degree. This length is perpendicular to the magnetic field, the question says. It is not about torque. Torque, and they will say the armature, plane of the armature coil making this much angle. This is only a single wire, remember. Which formula we write? We write the formula F is equal to ILB sin 90. Sin 90 is one, you can skip this part, you can just write ILB. So write F is equal to current value is 4, length is 0.25, B is 0.01, multiplying everything, and the answer will come 0.01 Newton. That's answer. Now the next question, quite simple, formula based, it may carry 2 marks. Next question says, a copper wire is carrying a current of 1.2 ampere. A copper wire is carrying a current of 1.2 ampere from east to west. What is the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field? What is the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field so that a force of 0.01 Newton per unit length acts 0.01 Newton per unit length acts up upward on the wire. Upward on the wire. Force of this much upward on the wire. Okay, let us write down the information and after that we will see direction and all. Copper wire is carrying a current of 1.2 ampere. Write down current value. Current I is 1.2 ampere. Direction already told you, east to west it is pulling, that we'll see later on. What is the direction? Magnetic field, so that a force is given 0.01 Newton per meter. That is F by L value is given. F by L per meter, force per meter is given this much. Then you have to find the value of B. B is unknown. Wire is carrying current from east to west direction and the force is acting in the upward direction. That means the angle is 90 degrees, theta is 90 degrees. Upward means like this. East west maybe this side is west, this side is east, this way. So the angle between this, that is horizontal and this is vertical like this, upward. The angle is 90 degrees. Then we will be taking the formula directly here, F by or F is equal to ILB. You can make F by L the subject, here it becomes I into B. I'll put the value. F by L value is 0.01, I value is 1.2 into B is unknown, we'll find the value of B. B value will be 0.01 divided by 1.2. The answer comes 8.33 into 10 to the power minus 3 Tesla. So that is the magnitude value. But what about direction? We'll check the direction now. For direction, first we will stretch the 3 fingers like this only, this way. We are stretching. FBI, remember. We'll check what is happening. The conductor is flowing current in the direction east to west. Let us take it this way. This side is west. Like we are following this kind of mapping. West, east, north, south. That means current is going this way, this side. Current is going this way. East to west. So I'll keep, this is current, remember. Current is going like this way. Current is going this way. And the force, this is force. Force is acting, if you keep the finger like this, force is acting in which direction? Upward. And question also says that this force is acting in the upward direction. What is the direction of this finger? Index finger. What is the direction of index? Index finger is going this side. Then this side is what is south, this way. So here we will be writing the answer due south. In the direction of south. Please check once again. West to east, this is west side, this is east side. Current is going this side. So I will keep the current like this. This is the current. Current is going like this. This is this finger. Middle finger is the direction of current. And if you keep the finger like this 3 finger, I'll keep like this, then this finger is going already upward. That means the force will act upward. And question also says that the force is going upward direction. So what direction this finger is going? Like that, this way, this direction. This direction is what direction? South. So I'll be writing south. If this the force should act in the downward direction, the downward direction is just opposite. This way you do, turn like this. Then the direction of, this way it will come. No, like this. You can change the position this way. This way. Now the finger is going like this side. This one is going that side, and this is going downward. So then the direction of the magnetic field will be in the north in that case. If it is downward, if the force is acting in the downward direction. So accordingly you have to check. Okay. Now we are doing the next question. Next question is here. Question number 3. Question says a long straight wire carries a current of 5 ampere. A long straight wire carries a current of 5 ampere. Stop. It is placed in a uniform field. It is placed in a uniform field of 0.02 Tesla, 0.02 Tesla, which makes an angle of 30 degree with the wire, which makes an angle of 30 degree with the wire. Stop. Find the force per unit length of the wire. Find the force per unit length of the wire. So that is the question. So this time let us write down the information given. A wire, only wire is there, not the coil moving around. Only one wire is moving, only straight wire is there. A wire carrying a current of 2 ampere. Write information. I value 2 ampere. Length of the conductor is given 1.5 meter. L is given 1.5 meter. No, sorry, L is not given. Current is 2 ampere. It is placed in a uniform field of 0.02. B is given 0.02 Tesla, which makes an angle of 30 degree with the wire. This B is making an angle of 30 degree with the wire. That is theta value given 30 degree. Plane of the coil, don't get confused. Plane of the coil and normal to the plane of the coil will come only when you are calculating torque, and that time there will be armature coil, the full armature. Just now only single wire is there, only one wire is there. And you have to find force per unit length. Write the formula first, right? F is equal to ILB sin 30 degree, angle 30 degree. You have to find the value of F by L, force per unit length. That will be IB sin 30 value is half. Now you can put the value 2, B is 0.02 into half. 2 will cancel, answer is 0.02 Newton per meter unit. F by L unit will write, Newton per meter. That is answer. Sorry, current was given 5 ampere. Current value was given 5 ampere. This and this will cut. The answer will come 0.05 Newton per meter. That is answer. Now, next question we are doing. Question number 4. Here the question says a wire carrying a current, only wire is there, remember. A wire carrying a current of 2 ampere and 1.5 meter in length. I'll write down information first. Wire carrying current of 2 ampere, I is equal to 2 ampere. And length is given 1.5 meter. A wire carrying a current of 2 ampere and 1.5 meter in length is placed in a magnetic field. Is placed in a magnetic field of 0.25 Tesla. That means the value of B is given 0.25 Tesla. What is the force on the wire? What is the force on the wire if it is placed? There are 3 cases given, case A, B and C. You have to find the value of force on the wire when first part A, they are saying parallel to the field. First part is parallel to the field. Parallel to the field. When the wire is placed parallel to the field, first case, second case is at 45 degree to the field. At 45 degree to the field. And last case is at right angle to the field. At right angle to the field. These 3 cases we have. So let us answer now. First part. Parallel means theta value is how much? 0 degree. So formula is like this, ILB sin 0. Sin 0 will make everything 0. The answer is 0 directly. 45 degree angle. Next case, like F is equal to ILB sin 45 degree. Put the value 2. Length is 1.5. B is 0.25. Sin 45 you can use calculator or you can add value 1 by root 2 and calculate everything. You can directly use calculator without writing the value 1 by root 2. Multiply everything and write down the final answer. The final answer will come 0.53 Newton. See, at right angle to the field, right angle is theta will 90 degrees, right? F is equal to ILB sin 90. So F I value will put 2 into 1.5 into 0.25 sin 90 is 1. And now your answer will come 0.75 Newton. This is simple one. This is done. Okay. Now we are doing the next question. Next question is an electron. This is important. Please write it down. Write down question. An electron is moving vertically upwards. An electron is moving. An electron is moving vertically upwards. An electron is moving vertically upwards in the uniform magnetic field. In the uniform magnetic field in the uniform magnetic field of the earth. In the uniform magnetic field of the earth. The velocity of the electron is 2 into 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. 2 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. And the horizontal component of the earth's field is 0.32 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. 0.32 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Stop. Obtain the magnitude and direction of the force on the electron. Obtain the magnitude and direction of the force on the electron. Okay. Let us write down the information given. Okay. Then we'll find the direction later on. Electron is moving in a vertically upward field. Velocity of the electron is given. Write down the value. Velocity is given 2 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. Like that. And the horizontal component of Earth's field is given. That is B value is given 0.32 into 10 to the power minus 4. So minus 4 Tesla. Okay. You have to find the value of force. It is electron. We know the charge of the electron, that means E. The value of E is always automatically 1.6 into 10 to minus 19 coulomb. So which formula is a suitable formula we can apply? We can't write the formula. Force we have to find. Force can have two type of formula. F is equal to ILB sin theta or F is equal to QVB sin theta. Here velocity is given, so we will be writing QVB sin theta. Let us write down formula first. If Q, instead of Q we can write E. Write down EVB sin theta. Theta value is 90 degree. Why 90 degree? Because velocity of the electron is upward and horizontal field. Earth's field is horizontal. Between horizontal and vertical, how much is the angle? 90 degrees. So let 90 degree there. Let us calculate the value of F. Then I talk about direction. The value of F is 1.6 into 10 minus 19. Velocity is 2 into 10 to the power of 6. Value of B is 0.32 into 10 to the minus 4. Sin 90 is 1. Calculate this one using calculator. Your answer comes 1.024 into 10 to the minus 17. 1.024 into 10 to the minus 17 Newton. That is the answer coming. Now I'll check the direction. What direction this force is acting? The same rule. Fleming left hand rule we are following. Let us take it. The electron is going upward, remember. That means the current will go, you have to take current wise, current will go downward, current direction is downward. Keep the direction of, this is the current direction of current must be downward here, down. This middle finger, downward. and the horizontal component of Earth's field always acts in the direction from south to the north, geographic south to the north. Like this, if you follow this mapping west, east, south to the north means this way, inward here in this case. That means this one is magnetic field is going inward like this, inward, this side. And the current direction is downward here. Why downward? Because electron goes up. What direction the thumb is pointing? Thumb is going that side. That side is what direction? East. So I'll write out here. Due east. That is the force will be acting in the direction of east. Once again, please check. The first three fingers when you keep like in this manner, then this will be F, B, I. This is current, remember. Velocity of the electron is upward. Electrons, direction of electron and direction of current are exactly opposite. Electron goes up, that's the current will go down. The current you have to keep the downward direction in any situation. And out here, the B is in the south to the north direction. South to the north direction is going like this, inward, this way. Horizontally inward, this way. The direction of, if you keep like this the finger, then it's going like this, so do like this. What direction my thumb is going? You can see this one. Thumb is going this side. This side is what direction? East. So I write there east. Okay. Now we are doing the next question. They're saying there are two. Next question is over here. There are two wires given here, one here, another one. This is 1 ampere, this is 2 ampere, and this is given 0.15 meter, the distance. This is A, this is B. And the question says, find the force per unit length on the wires. Find the force acting per unit length on the wires. What is the formula? We'll be following the formula of parallel wires. F by L is equal to, what is the formula? 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 I1 I2 by A. Now I put the value. F by L value only we have to find force per unit length. If this length is given, we'll divide by length. If not given, we'll just keep as it is. And that only we have to find. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 7. I1 is 1, this is 2, right? 1 into 2. Distance between them is 0.15, and now we will find the answer. The answer is coming 2.67 into 10 to the power minus 6 Newton per meter. That is answer. Okay, we are doing next question now, question number 7. Question says the force between two long conductors is 0.016. Force between two long conductors is 0.016 Newton per meter length of the wire. Per meter length of the wire. The conductor spacing is 1 centimeter. The conductor spacing is 1 centimeter. If one conductor carries twice the current of the other, if one conductor carries current twice of the other, calculate the current in each wire. Calculate the current in each wire. Okay. So I write down information first. Right? F by L value is given 0.016 Newton per meter. Conductor spacing. This is spacing. That is A value is given. 1 centimeter, that's in meter, the value 0.01 meter, right? Change in meter. One current is twice of the other. I'll write this. I1, let I1 be x, then I2 will be 2x. So I'll use the formula. F by L is equal to 2 into 10 to the minus 7 I1 I2 by A. Now I'll put the value. F by L value 0.016. I1 is x, this is 2x, 0.01. Now we'll calculate the value of x square is coming rather. X square value will come cross multiplied. X square value will come 400. Therefore the value of x is coming 20. Therefore I1 is equal to 20 ampere and I2 will come 40. So 48. You can verify the answer using calculator. Now we are doing the another question. Question number 7. Next question. Here the question says a very long wire X, capital X, carries a current of 20 ampere. The rectangular loop whose long edges are parallel to the wire X carries a current of 5 ampere. Find the magnitude and direction of the resultant force exerted on the loop due to the magnetic field of the wire X. And they have given a diagram also for this question. I'll tell you the exact question. What is it? We are showing a wire X here, and there is a rectangular conductor given here. The length of the conductor is 5 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter, and the current out here is 5 ampere. Question is asking find the force on this conductor due to the wire X, due to the magnetic field of the wire X. So these two wires are parallel. We'll use the parallel wires formula, and this one also will be parallel. So we'll be using again the parallel wires formula. So I'll take this force as F1. You can name it yourself now, A, B, C, D. You can write here force on AB, force on the length AB. What is the formula? F by L. The formula goes on like this. F by L is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus, like parallel wires. This is also there, this is there. Into I1, I2 by K. Put the value F. What is the length of this wire? Length of this wire is 5 centimeter. That is 0.05. 2 into 10 to the minus 7. I1 is 20 and I2 is 5. 20 into 5. What is the distance between from here to here? What is the distance? 2 centimeter. 2. That is 0.02. And I will calculate the value of F. This value of F I write as F1. F1. We are finding the force on this wire, and that is denoted by F1. Calculate everything. Check what is the answer coming. I will tell you the answer should come. This will go. Answer will come 5 into 10 to the power of 5 into 10 minus 5 Newton will come. And what direction will it come? Let us check on that direction. As I told you, when two wires, parallel wires, carry current in the same directions, they will be attracting each other. And when they carry current in the opposite direction, they will repel. I am sure this current and this current is in the same direction. That means this will be attracted by this wire. That means this wire will experiencing a force where like this in this direction. That is towards X. You can write the answer here towards X. towards the wire X, it will experience a force, attractive force it will experience. Similarly, we will find the force on the other wire, force on CD, force on the length CD now we are finding. Next, another force, that F2 by L, 2 into 10 to the power minus 7, formula is same, I1 I2 by A. Now I will calculate this value. F2 length from here, what is the length of this wire? Also same, 0.05, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7. I1 is again same, 20. 5 ampere only will flow here, everywhere 5 ampere only will flow into 5. Distance from here till here, what is the distance now? No, the distance is changing, 2 and 4, that means 6, 0.06. Calculating the value of F2, the value of F2 will come 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton. Let us check the direction, because here the current is going like this. This current will flow like this way. This will go in the downward direction automatically. Then this current and this current are in opposite direction. So when the two parallel wires carry current in the opposite direction, what do? They repel each other. Then this wire will be repelled from this wire. Repelled will be having a force acting away from this wire. Right here, direction of this force will be away from X. We see one force is acting towards X, other one is acting away from X. Which force is bigger? The towards one, because this is closer and that is far. That means therefore net force will add now, net force to subtract, that is 5 minus this will do. 5 into 10 to the power minus 5 minus 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 5. Answer will be 3.33 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton. And which one will dominate? Towards one will dominate because it's bigger. Right here, towards X. Towards the wire X. So, this is the solution of this problem. So, let's do today till this much. Then, next day, we'll be doing 1 or 2 more problems in it and start new topic. And the new topic will be electromagnetic induction. That is the last part of magnetism. Then we have alternating current only to be done. Actually, now the alternating current will start after this. So, thank you for the day.